From the fantasy armchair, it is the Fantasy TyRant.
Hey there, fellow fantasy football freaks. Welcome back to the Fantasy Armchair. On the road once again, this time in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I found this little dive bar here called Patty's Pub. It's alright, although the bouncer came up to me with his dark sunglasses and his long duster, pretty sure he was eyeball fucking me, and then told me I was clear. Then the janitor was like sniffing paint and singing about spiders and shit. And then every time I go to get a beer, the bartender tells me about the system he's got to trap women or something. I don't know. It's fucking weird. Plus, there's this annoying ass bird that just keeps popping up and squawking and squawking and squawking. It's driving me nuts, actually. Other than that, I guess it's a pretty okay place. Anyway, hopefully you saw the running back sleepers video. If not, go ahead and check it out. It's popping right up there above my head, I think. Or wait till after this show and watch it in reverse. I don't care how you see it, just watch them both. Now in that video, I go over my sleepers, plus the future direction of this channel. Watch this one first, that one first, I don't care. So long as you like them both, share them both, subscribe, and hit the notifications bell. Other than that, I don't give a fuck what you do. Just make sure you're getting this content, because you're not going to want to miss out on everything you need to crush your league. And of course, if you want weekly one-on-one help, bonus content, my weekly rankings, and so much more, sign up with me on Patreon. The link is down there in the description. Also, while you're down there, you may as well click on the links to my Facebook pages, both the Fantasy TyRant page and the Fantasy Kingdom page. Help build this beautiful fantasy kingdom and help it become the greatest place to be a fantasy football player on the planet. But hey, I'm done with that shit, so let's get to the good shit. Now every season, there's some players we think are just gonna blow it up, but then they end up just blowing up in our face. The fantasy gods take a piss and a dump in our cereal at the same damn time. What the fuck's up with that? Like we think these guys are in a good position, or they're on a better team, something like that, but then it doesn't work out. So we draft these guys just to watch them shit their pants. Like, well, you know. Ah, damn it! Shut the fuck up, bird! Oh my god, I don't care, shut up! Just get to the bus. One guy who I think was a bit of fool's gold last season was Rachaad White. Sure, he was a top 10 fantasy back, ranking second in carries, fourth in snap share, and ninth in both targets and red zone opportunities among running backs across the league. But that level of volume should have made him a top 5 back, not barely in the top 10. White ranked 42nd in missed tackles and 45th in yards after contact per attempt. He was 8th overall in target volume, but only 18th in yards per route run. He left a lot of fantasy points on the table and relied on that high target volume to help him hit the RB1 numbers. Problem is, after Coach Todd Bowles said they want to lighten his pass-catching load this season, they go ahead and draft the best pass-catching running back in college football last year to come relieve him on third downs. Bucky Irving's going to eat up a lot of White's production, so it'll make it very difficult for White to come close to the volume-based production he had last season. White is currently going in the 6th round as the 15th running back off the board in PPR. That's down from where he ended up stat-wise last season, but I don't think it's a far enough drop. I think he could fall out of the top 20 if Bucky carves a roll, and I think he will. See my 3 running back sleepers video for more on that. If Rachaad White falls to you in the 8th round or so, I'm okay with taking him, but I think he's more of a low-end RB2 than a low-end RB1 this season. Draft with caution. Another guy whose production didn't match his volume last season and will find himself losing said volume to other backs on his team is Javonte Williams. The Denver running back ended last season as the RB31 in fantasy, despite ranking in the top 20 in overall touches. He was 55th in fantasy points per opportunity and 53rd in yards per touch. After looking like a potential rising star in his first 2 seasons, I gotta say, his 2023 campaign was a bigger fail than the Secret Service at a Trump rally. Yeah, I'm gonna milk that shit for what it's worth. This season, he not only has to contend with Jaleel McLaughlin, who outperformed Java on a per-touch basis last season, but also 5th-round rookie running back Audric Estime, who's been generating a lot of preseason hype. Even Samaje Perine is in the mix. Williams' grip on this backfield is slipping, and if you need any more proof, apparently there's speculation that he could be competing with Perine for a spot on the team. Now this may just be some coach speak to light a fire under Javonte Williams' ass, but there's certainly reason to be concerned about his share of this backfield. He's being taken as a top 35 running back, but I think that's too generous for him. He could very easily see himself outside the top 40 by the end of the season. I really like this kid, and if he can bounce back after a full season removed from his devastating 2022 knee injury, he can reclaim his place atop the Broncos depth chart and be the borderline RB1 we all know he can be. If not, he'll fall down the depth chart into oblivion, dragging fantasy managers down with him. I'm not looking to draft Java till maybe the 13th or 14th round as my RB4 or 5. Now what if I told you that the running back 28 last season, who was the running back 18 in PPR points per game, and who moved to a team that runs less often, and just drafted the 5th best running back prospect in this year's draft, is being taken as the 12th running back off the board this year? Like me, you probably think, what the actual fuck, right? But that's where we find ourselves with Josh Jacobs. Yeah, the argument could be made that Green Bay is a better team than the Raiders, but a lot of that is because of the passing game, and Josh Jacobs isn't known for being a pass-catching back, ranking 24th in receptions for running backs last season, and to top it off, he has 0 receiving touchdowns in his career. He's basically a mediocre running back who had one good season in 2022. He's not a third down back and will be competing with top-level competition, gunning for his job. Last season, Jacobs ranked 44th in yards after contact and 37th in missed tackles. He's already on a downward trend at the age of 26, and I definitely think that he underperforms to his ADP this season, as I have him ranked just on the cusp of the top 20. He's a low-end RB2 for me, and I won't take him as anything more than my RB3 personally. And since he's being taken as a borderline RB1, I got a feeling I'm not going to be having many shares of him this season. If you draft him, you'll probably plug him in as a flex option if you draft him right. Just temper your expectations. So there you go. There's some guys to beware in drafts. Hope that helps. As always, I thank you, love you all. Thank you so much for your support. Hit that like button, share, subscribe, hit the bell, all that shit. It helps me out and helps you out as we work together to help the fantasy kingdom grow to the biggest and best fantasy juggernaut on the planet. Well, anyway, oh shit, I gotta go. Some bald fucking midget is in here just blasting. Oh fuck, I gotta go. Bye. I'll be back next week. See ya. Now, peace. Oh fuck.